Tonight we come your way from just outside downtown Detroit in Allen Park, Michigan, as we kick off 5 straight nights of prime-time PBA coverage here on FS1 with the 10th edition of the World Series of Bowling. Our field of 4 finalized just hours ago. Matt McNeil, Kyle Sherman, both making their singles TV debuts. With that, Stick Allen, Rhino Paige have revitalized their careers this season. Packed house behind us here at the legendary Thunder Bowl. Rob Stone, the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson, back here with you. We're about halfway through the PBA campaign, and the league has set up a bit of an endurance test for our pros, the gutter.
A little Aerosmith, Living on the Edge. It's called Cheetah. It's 33 feet in length, and this is where the players want to get their bowling balls, both on the left and right side of the lane. And, well, right there, that's Living on the Edge. About 1/8 of an inch to the right, and it's in the gutter for 0. That's how you have to attack Cheetah all pattern. That's where the players are going to try to get their bowling ball. It's a lot of fun to watch.
It's compelling. They are dancing with the devil literally on every single shot. For more on that, here's Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, guys. You were talking about how close they're going to be playing close to the gutter, so I asked all the players, are you comfortable with it? And they all seem to be pretty okay with it. In fact, Matt McNeil said playing close to the gutter is the way to attack this pattern. And Rhino Paige says he loves playing close to the gutter. In fact, he dared his ball to go in it all this week, but I should point out that just a few short hours ago in match play, he earned himself a gutter ball and he got a little burned playing so close.
All right, Kimberly, thank you. Usually, Randy, it's 5 competitors. For this, the Cheetah Championship, it's 4. We started with 135 from 17 different countries. We had our cut to the top 16. Earlier today was the round of 16, and then the round of 8 completed just moments ago to get our top 4 finals. And you see Paige, Sherman, McNeil, Allen. You'll see highlights of how they progressed through the round of 8 to get here. But we're going to begin with something unique to television. Everybody is going to play an opening game right now to put seeding into place. Highest score is your 1 seed, next highest 2, and then 3, and then 4. So you want a strong game here in match number 1 to get you automatically to the championship match.
Absolutely. Nothing better than the number 1 seed and only have to win 1 game to win the title.
And they're going to do it on the Cheetah oil pattern.
Yeah, that Cheetah oil pattern is a lot of fun to watch, as we touched on in the open. It's a very short pattern, only 33 feet in length. Remember, the lane is 60 feet long. A lot of friction, so the players are going to play the outside part of the lane where the lane's really dry. And they're going to use that outside part of the lane to get their bowling balls to curve into the pocket.
There's Rhino Paige. What a season he's had. He has been essentially away from television for a while, and he has exploded back on the stage this season. He has finished 5th in 4 consecutive televised appearances. The good news, Rhino, won't happen today.
Yeah, can't finish 5th tonight, Rhino.
Kyle Sherman from O'Fallon, Missouri, just 25 years old. You saw him earlier in the campaign in the Roth-Holman doubles with his partner Brad Miller. They were the number 1 seed, lost in the title match. Starts us off with the strike. Listen to the crowd here outside Detroit.
A little bit farther to the inside than what we saw in that video where he was really playing the outside part of the lane.
2 lefties on the show. Here's Rhino Paige, the 35-year-old from Orlando. Are you kidding me? A 7-10 to start? No.
Unlucky.
Well, better than head-to-head to see the 7 versus 7-10.
Yeah.
Dick Allen, the other vet on tonight's show from Lexington, South Carolina, just outside Columbia. I've got Aerosmith living on the edge in my brain right now.
Remember, no player is eliminated after this game.
Paige buries the 7, leaves the 10. Here comes Matt McNeil. Fascinating story. This will be the first of at least 2 times you're going to see Matt McNeil this week. He'll be on Thursday's World Championship show as the 2 seed. Southpaw leads the 7.
Oh, not a bad opener. Come on now.
That was his first shot in a singles televised event.
It's real interesting. 2 southpaws, 2 right-handers. The Rhino Paige using reactive resin. Matt McNeil, the other southpaw, using urethane. Exact same way the right-handers are playing it.
I mean, it catches my breath, Randy, how far out they are playing.
You know what? For a professional, once you know it'll curve back from that spot, you're not afraid to throw it there.
McNeil covers the 7 for the spare. Things are happening fast and furious here in Detroit. Sherman slows the pace down.
Sherman using urethane. Dick Allen using reactive resin. And that's why the shot shape of Kyle Sherman and Matt McNeil will be much straighter than the other 2 players. Pretty good start, though, for Kyle at being on his first singles televised event, as is this man right here, Matt McNeil. Watch this follow through. It's like the left-handed version of Stu Williams.
Come on, young man.
Back over to Sherman as he tries to clean things up in the second. Again, all 4 bowlers rolling right now to complete our position round. Covers that one to Sherman.
He had a little bit of trouble with some 10 pins in his final match, and that's kind of why you got that reaction we just saw.
Neil. Open frame. Dick Allen up. Already 1 title and 2 TV shows this season for the vet from South Carolina. There might be some folks out there, Randy, you're saying, well, this kid right here in the yellow looks familiar. Kyle Sherman is a borderline YouTube sensation.
Yeah.
He and his doubles partner, Brad Miller, got a YouTube channel that has just been spiking with subscribers as of late. That one, though, a little bit through the nose, isn't going to get too punished for it.
You see the location down lane, a good 2 boards left. And on this oil pattern, because it's so short, there's no way that's going to hold to the pocket.
Boy, this is short attention span theater, right? It is bowler after bowler after bowler. It is hard to keep up. Our statistician, Mike Edwards, is doing a wonderful job. Yeah, get down 10. That makes that one palatable.
Barely, though. Remember, he left the pocket 7-10 last time on that lane. And this time it was almost a solid 8-10 pocket hit. Not very friendly on the left lane for Rhino Paige.
Sherman, one of the 2 youngsters on the show. Randy, I've noticed early, they were only just wrapped up his 3rd frame. He's not getting rushed into a pace that he doesn't want right now. You can sense that he is slowing things down to his preferred tempo. Rhino Paige. Back to Dick Allen. Right now, Allen in the lead. He would be your number 1 seed, followed by Sherman, Paige, and McNeil as things stand right now.
Got it left to target. It went through the nose, kind of like Kyle Sherman's shot. And Matt McNeil now looking to get back on board.
All right.
You know, Matt McNeil's self-talk is way better than my self-talk when I would make errant shots on TV.
What did your self-talk
Well, he's
go
saying,
like?
come on, young man, and mine was words you can't use on television.
That's a great pickup, Dick Allen. Well, he is all business tonight, isn't he?
Yeah. Arguably having one of his best seasons ever on the PBA Tour.
I think that's been one of the themes so far this campaign, Randy, is the revitalization of so many vets' seasons. Rhino Paige has been off for a couple years. Here he is again on television. Norm Duke what he's been able to do. Jason Belmonte steamrolling the competition.
Did a little bit of everything.
Sean Rash, include him in that conversation as well.
Maybe in my younger days.
And right now, this is kind of like a dumpster fire for Rhino Paige, who hasn't missed the pocket and can't put consecutive strikes together because of bad carry.
25-year-old Kyle Sherman getting his first ever singles televised competition. Well, he's got a big challenge ahead of him here in the fourth. Paige, 12th year on the tour. 0.6% of the time on the tour, the 2-8-10.
Yeah, I think I've
taken care of.
I think I've made this like 3 times in my life. I've actually made the 7-10 split more than I've made the 2-8-10.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because you can bounce that 7 or the 10 out, but making the 2-8-10, yeah. I think it might be a little bit tougher, I think, depending on where you're bowling.
It's in the pocket. We're here to hit the pocket. Come on.
There's that positive reinforcement again from the 33-year-old McNeil from Minneapolis. Dick Allen.
Not trusting it to the right, Rob, and that's why it keeps going high.
Gotta get out of that ball.
Maybe having trouble letting go of it. You heard him say, I can't get out of that ball.
Allen's still in the lead as he concludes the fourth. Again, as of now, he would be your 1 seed. He really keeps that right leg up an extended time on the follow-through.
Right now, Dick Allen, the only player to throw consecutive strikes.
That's Kyle Sherman.
Normally Cheetah pretty high scoring.
His best singles finish this season, 10th at the Lubbock Open, a tournament that was won by Dick Allen.
That was one of our dual oil pattern tournaments.
Rhino Paige, 3 times this season, he's finished 5th. Right now, Rhino, despite the struggles, in 2nd place. That'll boost the confidence.
Ball change.
I never scared.
And he is really living on the edge. I mean, he's playing way out there. In the round of 8, I watched Kyle Sherman miss 2 10-pins and still come away with a victory.
Good shot, dude. That's what we're here to do. Good shots.
Match number 1 for seeding purposes only.
Oh, that's got a wheel.
And even though Dick Allen is somewhat comfortably in the lead right now here, Randy, I think all 4 of these guys have some serious questions that they're going to be asking themselves in the upcoming commercial break.
Another ball change from another player. Dick Allen changing this time. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of soul searching going on during the commercial break for all the players. Rhino Paige may be on the fastest track based on his last shot
to solving the problem.
Correct.
Come on, grind her up.
Well, that's the problem with throwing urethane. It doesn't react as hard as reactive resin. You get it a little bit right or left of target, and it doesn't get there. That's a big whiff. That wasn't even close. And that big lead is now down to 5.
Sure is. Halfway through our seeding match, all 4 return after this quick break to find out who's in the 4, 3, 2, and 1 spot.
Is it true Cricket has iPhone XR?
With the amazing liquid retina display.
Is it true that you wear a wig?
Could a wig do this?
Reverse it. It's your primitive and yet. It's your primitive and yet. If you got a big, let me search it.
I can't believe it. I've been playing 4-on-4 with a barbershop quartet.
Pass the ball, pass the rock.
Nah, I can't believe how easy it was to save with Geico. Yeah.
Geico. Believe it.
The Hyundai Spring Fever sales event. The longer you look, the more there is to like.
Now get up to $3,000 in total savings on the 2019 Elantra. Hurry, event ends soon.
This is the Averys. This is the Averys trying the hottest new bistro. Wait, and the hottest taqueria? And the hottest, what are those? Oh, pierogies. And this is the Averys wondering if eating out is eating into saving for their first home. This is JC.
Welcome to Wells Fargo. How may I help?
Who's here to help with a free financial health conversation. No strings attached. This is the Averys with the support they needed to get back on track. Well done, guys.
This is Wells Fargo.
When the Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning in spring.
More than half of our community have discovered their Irish roots. Order Ancestry DNA and find the surprises in you. Just $59 through March 18th. Get your kit today.
A raven came from the Citadel. A white raven. Winter is here.
Alexa, what's the weather like this afternoon?
Today, you can expect snow flurries.
The gods have spoken.
We're watching another episode.
Team, bring it in. Bring it in. When I think of great champions, I think of Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. They cut down the nets year after year. Highest ranked in the nation for servicing 5 consecutive years, and 9 years as the #1 in primary mortgage origination. You could say, all they do is win, 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 no matter what.
Push button, get mortgage. Rocket Mortgage, proud supporter of college athletics.
You've got something special, and you want to show it off. Hair that's refreshed and clean thanks to new Old Spice Dry Shampoo. Now you can immortalize this freshness forever with your very own hood ornament of your head and its clean hair. Own a piece of timeless aerodynamic history thanks to Old Spice Dry Shampoo.
Shave, trim, and style in one stroke. Braun, designed for what matters.
The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Go Bowling for promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news, or to locate a bowling center near you. Log on to gobowling.com. Beautiful look at the Fox Theater. Back in 1989, it was listed as a National Historic Landmark for its architecture. Well, they've had some big timers there. Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., and Liza Minnelli, among others. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson back here with you with our Flow Bowling Tournament highlights. The round of 8, it was best of 5 matches. Rhino Paige advanced, taking care of Michael Holloman 3-2.
Holloman giving Rhino Paige all he wanted in that match, but Rhino Paige prevails. He makes his 4th televised finals.
Don Barrett so close. Hasn't been the season he's expecting.
Yeah, not with that ball reaction. It's not going to be. Kyle Sherman, he had a good one, though. He wins 3 games to 1.
Dick Allen down 0-2 in the best-of-5 matches. And then he got things rolling.
Yeah, he wins game 3, and you can just feel the momentum shift into Dick Allen's corner.
He takes care of Josh Blanchard 3-2. Finally, it was McNeil versus O'Neal. Billy O, we saw too much of this from him. Matthew McNeil drops them all. He wins it 3-1 to fill out our Final Four bracket. Here's other finishers here at the Cheetah Championship. We saw Holloman, Blanchard, Barrett, and O'Neal falling in the round of 8. Tom Doherty. We're talking about the veterans having these comeback seasons. Tom Doherty is another great example of that. Brad Angelo there at number 12. Barney checking in at number 4. B.J. Moore, we're going to see him a little bit later this week. E.J. Tackett, a fine season he's had. Not a good day for E.J. He was a little rough on himself.
He was.
But it's been a fine season for him. So we're back to action here. Here's the opening theme right now, Randy. We've seen 5 strikes and 5 open frames, and I have a feeling we're about to see a 6th open frame.
Yeah, I can almost guarantee it, seeing how there's only been one Big Four ever made on television, and that was by the great Walter Ray Williams Jr.
You saw that look from Rhino Paige. You were just saying a couple of minutes ago, I think he's on the fast track to figuring things out, and then boom, that's how he opens it up.
Well, he changed that bowling ball and struck on the right lane, so I thought he was good.
10-pin stays. Now, this is a war of attrition right now in our seeding match. Game effort from Rhino, but our 6th open frame.
I think we need to point out that the majority of the games that have been bowled this week have been in the other part of the center. Remember, there's 94 lanes here at Thunderbolt. We're now in the arena, lanes 1 through 20, and it's a completely different surface. This is Anvil Lane, where the players on the other side of the building were bowling on Pro Anvil Lane. There's a lot more friction on this side of the house.
A lot more lights, a lot more fans as well.
Yeah. So the environment, the playing environment, the field has changed.
And the guys are doing their best to adapt. And I bet there's some hacks out there, guys like me, who would look at these numbers and go, these are the best?
I could beat these guys.
These are the pros? Yeah. Try throwing it right there, a half inch away from the gutter.
Right. Man.
Good luck.
Come on. We're here to make it.
Yeah, I'm here to tell you, you can't do this.
Dick Allen started with a pair of strikes. Gets back on the strike train here in the 6th. So we now have 6 strikes and 6 open frames from our 4 competitors. McNeil takes care of that.
Good shots out there. That's what we're
it seems like it never fails where players have trouble getting to the pocket, and then when they do, they don't strike.
Let's see what Paige has here. See his career numbers on television. Oh, my. I mean,
the only thing missing from that shot, Rob, is a turn signal to the right.
No, what's missing is the visual of me literally holding onto a table and a chair saying, oh, no, not a gutter ball. Oh, it just turned wickedly to the right or wickedly to the left. It's so compelling. There's a strike. Sherman gets one. Sherman's 2nd strike. Paige with the spare. Allen, your leader right now, as he steps up for his first effort in the 7th. He's 12 better than McNeil, would be holding the 1 seed right now.
McNeil, the only player not to have thrown a strike yet in this game.
There you go, Dick.
To extend the lead.
And remember, it was Dick in the round of 16, best of 5, fell behind early.
Yeah.
Round of 8, fell behind early. 0-2. 0-2
in a 5-game match.
Boy. Young man, what are you doing? Roll it into the front and let the lane take it. Good.
So the first little hint of negativity in Matt McNeil's game.
It was a bad shot. He's trying to get the ball to read and roll early, and couldn't get it done. How about Rhino Paige? Can he get a break? No, nothing.
Messenger nestles up to the 7. Yeah. So, I'm with you, Rhino. Just smile and shake it off.
Right? And this is going to turn into a battle of the number 2 seed between Paige and Sherman.
7 open frames now. 8 strikes.
Whoa. What do you call that one, Rob?
Put on the skinny jeans.
There you go. All right. Sherman now working on a strike in the 7th. He's made a ball change. He went from, I think it was a purple hammer he started with, to a black hammer. Look at just how subtle.
That was 100.
The downlane motion, as he says, that was 100, meaning he threw it really fast.
Quality shot here.
McNeil looking for his first strike.
Still can't find it. Again, this is the positioning round.
Not seeing the lane soon enough. It needs to set up.
So all 4 of these are going to return, these bowlers.
Whoa. That was some skinny jeans there, too. You got to cover both pins.
Yeah, I think that was a different style than skinny jeans. Those might have been like skinny cutoff jeans.
Yeah. Capris.
Heck of a spare shirt today. All right, here we go.
We should just let McNeil do play-by-play for his own bowling.
Yeah, we can.
And analysis as well.
It's easy for you to say.
Apparently not. You know what Dick Allen is today? He's the Grim Reaper. He is one of the nicest, warmest guys out there.
Oh, he's great. What a personality.
You would not know it seeing the stubble right now, the frown,
got
the
the
anger,
tats.
the stare.
Looks like his chopper's parked out front, you know.
He's got 5 strikes, including the last 3. He's starting to run away with this one. He looks like he's going to be your 1 seed. There you go, Kyle.
All right, this is going to come down.
Yeah, this is a battle for 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, 2 and 3 for sure right now, and Matt McNeil still kind of in it, although he still hasn't thrown a strike yet. Max score for Matt McNeil, 187. Rhino Paige and Kyle Sherman, 193.
Paige, 2 strikes and 2 open frames. Strike number 3.
He's bowled a better game than that, though, with Rhino Paige has. When you look at the scoreboard, he left the pocket 7-10, then he left the solid 8, the ringing 7. His only errant shot was in the 6th frame where he bigged forward. Everything else has been in the pocket. Hello.
Oh, my goodness. It goes from gutter to ham bone.
Don't hit me, Rob. Wow, that was way out there. That was way downtown. It's fun to watch, isn't it? I love this pattern.
That almost went in the lake. It was so far outside. And then this is crazy tonight.
He's going to make a change. I look for him to make a ball change in the 10th frame to get ready for his first match, which he'll be a part of. The first match. Or 4 seed versus 3 seed.
Rhino Paige, at one point, was essentially your 1 seed coming into this event. So he's less than thrilled of this format, particularly the way he's bowled right now. He'd much rather, nice cover, just get to the title match, but it looks like it's going to be Dick Allen there waiting for whoever survives.
Yeah.
And the Cheetah right now is tearing up the pros.
Sherman, first ball strike, and he's going to grab the number 2 seed. I think Rhino Paige has got a very nice look. He just has to figure out a way to get his bowling ball to go through the pins properly so that he can carry all 10.
just had his hands out saying, I don't know what's going to come my way.
Yeah. He can't get his ball to hook hard enough into the 1-3. Now Rhino Paige can strike, put the pressure back on Sherman. Wow, opening 173 on Cheetah if he strikes here. Hard to believe. Big strike from Rhino.
Now, this opening match, Randy, has done nothing but confirm just how tough it is out here on the tour.
Yep. How tough the World Series is.
Just about 95% of the time. This one is cleaned up.
You know, we talk about the two different bays in this bowling center that the players, you know, they qualified in the other bay and then they come over to the arena. It's like literally going to two different bowling centers.
Well, what ball doesn't flat 7? Oh my goodness.
This is where you just want to dig a hole and go hide in it. If you're Matt McNeil, everything you're trying is not working. You're like, okay, good, and I have to pull another game on this. As he looks over to the tour reps for some advice, and at this point, he'll try anything.
What you want to bet some of these tour reps are avoiding eye contact right about now.
Yeah, it's like, hey, man, I don't know.
I'm going to see myself to the restroom or the bar for a little bit.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Rhino Paige is your number 2 seed. By a pin. Sherman, your 3 seed. Matt McNeil, the 4 seed.
Your opening match will be Kyle Sherman versus Matt McNeil.
Dick Allen will be your 1 seed again. Oh my
you like that, Rob?
I more than like it. I love it. I adore this, but it scares the pants off me. I am legitimately frightened. I am 100% convinced it's going in the gutter every single time.
I'm going to put in for this pattern every week just for you.
Well, that's how you wrap it up. Better late than never. You're right, Matt. So it's Allen, Paige, Sherman, and McNeil in that order, 1, 2, 3, 4, which means we've got our 3 versus 4 matchup coming up next. Sherman, McNeil, plus Jason Belmonte will join us live.
The Hyundai Spring Fever sales event. The longer you look, the more there is to like.
Now get up to $3,000 in total savings on the 2019 Elantra. Hurry, event ends soon.
So recently, my son's band was signed by a record label.
A record deal? Unbelievable. Whenever we're about to get on a stage for a huge audience, I always give my dad like a FaceTime kind of moment. You see the crowd, you see the emotion. You know, he has that experience for the first time with me, and it's really important to me. I created a rock star.
There for you when it matters most. Get iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone, and Apple Music on us with Unlimited. Only on Verizon.
We would like to offer you the position. You got the job.
Really?
We'll see you soon.
I gotta get some clothes. Hi, I'm Derek. Oh, is it Casual Friday? Sorry, guys. Does anyone know the dial-in? Oh, thanks, sir. I like your pants, too.
These days, we're all stressed. I hear you, sister. That's why I'm partnering with Cigna to remind you to go in for your annual checkup and be open with your doctor about anything you feel, physically and emotionally, body and mind.
You've got something special, and you want to show it off. Hair that's refreshed and clean thanks to new Old Spice Dry Shampoo. Now you can immortalize this freshness forever with your very own hood ornament of your head and its clean hair. Own a piece of timeless aerodynamic history thanks to Old Spice Dry Shampoo.
When I'm wiser and growing taller, I will see your ways.
makes sense. So if I bought it for a business I started, I'm able to deduct it?
Yes, that's definitely a deductible expense.
That was really helpful. Man, I love technology, but it is infinitely better with people. Sometimes you just need that real human touch, you know? A little bit of empathy and understanding. Like I was saying, humans and technology working together.
You talk too much.
TurboTax Live, now with CPAs on demand.
Shave, trim, and style in one stroke. Braun, designed for what matters.
When choosing a place to rent, in that moment, not only do you choose where you live, but also the reality in which you reside. One might even say that you both live and don't live in every apartment on apartments.com. Behold, the most habitations.
Wow!
And infinite realities for a new you.
I'm sort of split between these two.
Apartments.com. Change your apartment, change the world.
Mortgages, savings accounts, and more at nerdwallet.com.
Welcome back to FS1's live coverage of the PBA Cheetah Championship. Our positioning round in the books. Dick Allen is your #1 seed with the 230, followed by Paige, Sherman, and then McNeil. Time now for our updated stepladder bracket. There it is. So Sherman, McNeil next, the winner to take on Paige. Dick Allen is going to have some time to stare at everybody suffering through this Cheetah pattern as he is your #1 seed. Take a look at our PBA playoff points list presented by Volvo. Follow no one. As we take a look at our list of the top 30 on the points list through this Cheetah so far, the top 24, once the USBC Masters is done, qualifies for the PBA playoffs. Coverage of that one coming your way in weeks from Portland, Maine. Cannot wait to be there. The #1 man on the PBA playoff points list right now is the man who joins us live right now, Jason Belmonte, #1 seed for Thursday's major as well. I'm curious, first though, what have you seen from the Cheetah so far, huh?
Yeah, g'day boys, g'day everyone. It's looking pretty difficult out there. I'm glad I'm actually not bowling, to be honest.
How about Rhino Paige missing the pocket once, Jason, and shooting 173?
Well, look, that's part of the problem, right? There's two phases that you got to worry about: getting to the pocket and then also making sure that your ball goes through the pins to strike. Now, I like the idea that Rhino is getting to the pocket consistently. A little tweak here or there, he can put a big number up.
Yeah.
Look at the analysis from Belmo. We're going to get more of that from Jason. He's going to join us in the booth for our next segment. Belmo, right now, your Player of the Year leader, also has a chance Thursday night to roll for how much money, my friend?
You know what? I don't know.
I
darn well. I really haven't.
Don't even play that game with me, Jason Belmonte.
Honestly, I'm just worried about...
Give it to him, Randy. Give it to him.
$1 million?
That's if I bowl 300. I know that number.
Yeah.
I know that one
You're
very
the only
well.
player that's had a shot at $1 million for all 4 of the events where
I'm 0-3.
there was a chance to win $1 million.
I'm 0-3, so maybe I can be 1-4. I'll be all right with that.
Also, of course, a chance for that 11th major title, which would be the most in PBA history. Belmo, Randy, and myself going to make our way to the booth as we get set for your 3 versus 4 matchup. Sherman, McNeil next here on FS1.
First 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
So recently, my son's band was signed by a record label.
A record deal? Unbelievable. Whenever we're about to get on a stage for a huge audience, I always give my dad like a FaceTime kind of moment. You see the crowd, you see the emotion. You know, he has that experience for the first time with me, and it's really important to me. I created a rock star.
There for you when it matters most. Get iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone, and Apple Music on us with unlimited. Only on Verizon.
I'm going to start with some balayage clip-ins, then razor cut up to a blunt angled lob. I'm retiring, you're my swan song.
What?
He's gonna slap some clips in your hair, give you a bob, and then he's gonna move to Boca Raton. But you're gonna look amazing.
Okay. There are multiples on the table. One is cash, 3 are FHA, 1 is VA. So what can you do?
She's saying a whole lot of people want to buy this house. But you got this. It can be as simple as push-button get mortgage. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender.
You've got something special, and you want to show it off. Hair that's refreshed and clean thanks to new Old Spice Dry Shampoo. Now you can immortalize this freshness forever with your very own hood ornament of your head and its clean hair. Own a piece of timeless aerodynamic history thanks to Old Spice Dry Shampoo.
When I'm wiser and growing taller, I will see your ways. When I've come to the places I'm going, I will know your ways.
That makes sense. So if I bought it for a business I started, I'm able to deduct it?
Yes, that's definitely a deductible expense.
That was really helpful. Man, I love technology, but it is infinitely better with people. Sometimes you just need that real human touch, you know? A little bit of empathy and understanding. Like I was saying, humans and technology working together.
You talk too much.
TurboTax Live, now with CPAs on demand.
Behold, the most habitations
Wow!
and infinite realities for new you.
I'm sort of split between these two.
Apartments.com. Change your apartment, change the world.
Sweet and smoky. Sesame and ginger. These are the flavors we wanted. But how does Subway know? Are you wearing a wire? I love your wraps!
For more taste, fewer calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. What are you holding? Miller Lite, Old True.
Monster Energy Series racing from Martinsville, Sunday at 2 Eastern on FS1.
Sherman, Matt McNeil, your 3 versus 4 matchup, the second match tonight here live on FS1, set to come your way as they wrap up their warm-ups. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Jason Belmonte joining us right now in the booth. And this Cheetah has been vicious so far. McNeil, a 163, had only 1 strike, and it came in the 10th frame. The winner of this one will move on to take on Rhino Paige in our de facto semifinal. Dick Allen waiting in the wings. He is now your 1 seed after throwing that 230, which included 7 strikes.
And you're looking at those numbers, and what's interesting is that Dick Allen had the lowest overall average on Cheetah at 226. All the other players were over 230.
Matt McNeil was telling you this week that he has dreamed about this moment since he was a 3-year-old. He is a borderline bowling historian. The guy knows everything about everybody and scores and where it's happened. And you know, he said, man, I picked up the game at 3 and I would watch it on television. It was always my goal to be here tonight doing this, rolling in a singles event.
Yeah, I think it's cool that he's also playing against somebody who's also making his very first singles television finals. We've got 2 young, inexperienced bowlers in terms of television time, so it's going to be interesting to see. I will say, though, that Matt has made a ball adjustment. He's put a lot more surface on that ball that he was using from the first round. It's going to pick up a little bit sooner, so hopefully he's going to see that ball go through the pins a little better.
Here's Kyle Sherman, 25-year-old.
We talked about that in the opening match, Jace, where the players, it seems like, often does it fail where we struggle to get to the pocket, and then when we do get to the pocket, we don't strike.
Yeah, and this oil pattern, it can be high scoring, but your errors and the way that the ball goes through the pins can be drastically difficult to control. What I love to see was the way that Dick Allen was throwing the ball right at it, and it seems to be that's going to be the best shape to the pocket. Now, these guys are using a little bit of urethane. It's not going to have that drastic angle off the gutter.
Speaking of equipment changes, Kimberly Pressler with more on a movement by Mr. Sherman.
Guys, Kyle Sherman spoke with his tour rev, Rob Gottschall, during the break, and they decided to switch back to the purple hammer that you can see he's using now. But it's actually a different one than the one that he used in his first match. He'll be going with a weaker one so he can stay a little slower and so it doesn't hook as early, because they want him to get comfortable so he can have a slower tempo.
See that pin right there? That's a weaker layout. That pin up is going to be a little weaker layout. Should push the ball a little bit farther down the lane. Much better shape, Chase.
Yeah, and that's really clever work from his ball reps as well. Having that stronger urethane ball bleeding too early meant that he couldn't give the pocket, or he couldn't throw it at the gutter and expect to see it wheel back. Now he's got a little weaker drill. He can actually see a little bit more continuation down lane. It's a really good move.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. He's about 6'9", the bucket.
Take a look at Matt McNeil's delivery. It's got a little Stu Williams left-handed follow-through for me, Jason, where it's pretty short. I mean, not near as short as Stu's, but I really like his positions at the foul line, and great balance. I really like what he's able to do, but right now, he doesn't have the right picture in mind in terms of what he's trying to get his bowling ball to do, because nothing's working.
Well, and when your rev rate is as low as Matt, you don't have the luxury of throwing it a little further to the left and seeing that rev rate bring it back. So he has to be so much more accurate at the front of the lane and down the lane when using urethane.
So now he's going to a halo pearl out of the pitch black. He's going to a stronger ball. Are you a little surprised he waited this long?
Well, we'll find out if you should have waited longer. Probably should have waited a little longer, but I mean, I understand that move. He doesn't have the rev rate to create that angle with urethane, so he goes to a ball change, a reactive ball. He wants to see that angle. Now the break point, as you can see on the screen there, is 5.3, not nearly far enough left. Didn't give the ball enough room. Goes high.
And pays for it.
Now, comparatively, Dick Allen was bouncing it off, the first and second ball.
Sure.
That's where I want Matt's ball if he's going to use reactive.
Yeah. Trust it.
Exactly.
Looks like he's going back for another conversation. Just 3 strikes for Sherman in his first match. Looking for his second here in the third. And finds it. 2 division champs. Lamont Peterson takes on former 140-pound champion Sergey Lipinets in a headlining 12-round welterweight showdown. Lamont Peterson.
Spelling his name wrong.
Lipinets. Well, that's how they tell me to say it on the card. Sunday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, only on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Look, I get a lot of those type of names in my soccer coverage, in my other...
Hey, maybe you should tell him, Randy.
Yes.
Go up and tell him he's spelling his name wrong.
Sergey.
Oh, change your spelling.
It's Lamont Peterson.
Lamont.
Yeah.
I don't like the odds of either one of them. Kyle, all right. 3rd year on the tour. Made a double show earlier this season in Oklahoma. His best ever singles finish, 9th in the 2017 U.S. Open until whatever place he's going to finish here today.
Now, I was talking to Martin Larson and Dominic Barrett and Oscar Palermo before this match started, and I said that this was one of the best shows for Kyle and Matt to make because you kind of get that warm-up game, that seed-in match. You don't get eliminated. Calm the nerves. You get used to the TV environment. It could be really beneficial. Now, it's clearly more beneficial for Kyle right now than it is Matt, but I think it really would have benefited the players.
Yeah, it's a great point. And I think, you know, when Matt fell that far behind, he should have started to look at other options in that first game.
Oh, great pickup, though. Here's your hammer tough spare replay. Perfect execution.
Yep, slide the 6 over into the 8. Ball takes out the 10. Well done.
Take a bow, Mr. McNeil. I like that jersey. Jason, this is a tough one for you. You have any idea what that jersey is?
No.
Okay. I don't. That's a loaded question.
That's not a fair question.
I know. That's why I admitted it. It's a loaded question. Can we get another shot of his jersey?
That's not the right one either.
Front and back. Skyline, right, of his hometown, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Never been there.
It's a beautiful city. Really great city. Opened up a gorgeous soccer stadium today for their MLS side. Really underrated part of our country. McNeil has dominated on the amateur side of things, guys. USBC Open Championships all-event champion 3 separate times. It's the biggest amateur tournament in the world. Again, is a part-timer right now. He's got a job that he absolutely loves right now as a global brand ambassador for Storm.
And did you notice on that spare shot, Jace, that he only used his ring finger and his thumb?
I did not know.
Yes.
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
That's why we pay Randy the big bucks.
Go. Yeah.
There you go, Kyle.
Jason, when you hear players say go, 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 that's usually telling us that he got that ball inside a target.
Yeah, and on that particular right lane, which seems to be the tighter of the 2 lanes, that's the lane that you want to miss left on. He got that ball to hold, and it's still shaped really nicely through the pins. This is going to be a really nice performance from Kyle. He just keep it on the lane, trust it, and I would imagine that he'll be moving through to the semifinals.
He's got it figured out. 5 in a row for Sherman. And a huge lead through 5.5. Kyle Sherman, just 25 years old, in his first singles television appearance. Looks like he's got another match ahead of him.
First 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
This is Jerry. Jerry has a membership to this gym, but he's not using it. And he has subscriptions to a music service he doesn't listen to and 5 streaming video services he doesn't watch. This is Jerry learning that he's still paying for this stuff he's not using. He's seeing his recurring payments in Control Tower, in the Wells Fargo mobile app. This is Jerry canceling a few things. Booyah. This is Jerry appreciating the people who made this possible. Oh look, there they are.
This is Wells Fargo.
A raven came from the Citadel. A white raven. Winter is here.
Alexa, what's the weather like this afternoon?
Today, you can expect snow flurries.
The gods have spoken. We're watching another episode.
I pay too much and this phone is terrible.
You should really stop overpaying for wireless.
And upgrade to the brilliant iPhone XR with Sprint.
Yep, both an unlimited plan and iPhone XR for just $35 per month.
Wait, both for that price?
Both?
Both.
Her first word.
And you get both on Sprint's network built for unlimited.
Switch and get both, an unlimited plan and iPhone XR lease for just $35 a month. No trade-in required.
Sweet and smoky.
Sesame and ginger.
These are the flavors we wanted. But how does Subway know? Are you wearing a wire? I love your wraps!
We once thought more tools meant more security, but they only led to more complexity and less safety. We don't need more security tools. We need new security rules. The new rules give you an open, connected security platform that closes gaps in your defenses. They sharpen your focus on the most crucial threats first. Not every event you see. They help you stop threats 60 times faster. They turn a skills shortage into legions of experts. Now ethical hackers expose your weaknesses before threats do. IBM Security unifies all your solutions in a simple ecosystem so you can stop threats, prove compliance, and grow your business secure. An insecure world doesn't need more security tools. It needs new security rules.
People know Aflac. Aflac? But not what they do.
Aflac is auto insurance, right?
No.
Do they pay me money directly when I get sick or injured?
Aflac! Yeah! Boom! Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at Aflac.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please.
You all have blossomed into massively flawed humans.
To the moon!
Out with the blue blood, in with the new blood.
Oh, it's all good, what color are you?
Jason Belmonte joining us live right now. A view from the Detroit River of downtown Detroit. Am I looking at one of the buildings where you and Bill O'Neill are staying this week?
You are, yeah. The Detroit Athletic Club. Been absolutely amazing for us this week.
You haven't been there yet, Rob? I got the invite already.
Oh, you're killing me, Randy.
Take a look at the difference between Kyle Sherman and how Matt McNeil are playing. And remember, one on the left, Matt McNeil is using reactive resin. Kyle Sherman's using urethane. Remember, urethane doesn't hook quite as much. But the big difference is going to be here in rev rate. You see Kyle Sherman, much higher rev rate, ball speed. Up top of that, about the same. And getting back to the Cheetah oil pattern, Jason, a lot of folks want to know, why are they playing the extreme outside part of the lane? And the reason why is because that's where the friction is, and that's where this pattern tells the players to play. But there's another factor involved.
Well, not only is it the best part of the lane to play, but another main reason is because the further inside you get, the less oil there is down the lane for the ball to actually get to the break point. So you have to play closer to the gutter, otherwise your ball just will not push down the lane. Now, bowling ball choice is also extremely important.
Left, right, left.
As you can see, Kyle made a different ball change. He's picked the right one. Matt still fishing, still looking for that right ball motion. And in a one-game match, it's such a critical part of the game. Your knowledge of your equipment can be the make or break of it.
Let's go back downstairs to Kimberly Pressler as Matt cleans that one up. And Kimberly, Matt with another change?
Yep, another ball change during the break. Matt McNeil walked over to his tour rep, Tim Mack, and said, I do not feel comfortable with the reactive at all. I've tried everything, and I feel like I'm locked in a box. So as Jason mentioned, that he's now using a urethane ball. He says he's going to play straighter and try and catch a five-bagger. He says it is all or nothing at this point.
Leaves the 7-pin.
Thought this is where I signed up to have fun.
Well, he's still smiling about it.
Yeah, right now he's kind of feeling like he's slowly being poisoned. And I've been there before. Jason, you haven't been there.
Oh, no, I've been there plenty of times.
Not very often have you been on that side of it.
Well, we're going to see more from McNeil. He might even make tomorrow night's show. the chameleon. He's already in the round of 16, which starts tomorrow at noon. But we know he's going to be in Thursday's live presentation of the World Championship as the number 2 seed. Randy, help me again. Who's the number 1 seed?
Some guy from Australia.
Jason Belmonte.
Fun fact, I actually have to play Matt McNeil in the first round of the Chameleon tomorrow. So, you know, I'm hoping that his confidence takes a battering tonight so he wakes up feeling sad tomorrow.
Or motivated.
It could be one or the other.
Right? Yeah.
All right, so remember to join us Thursday night, 8 Eastern, right here on FS1. It's the PBA World Championship. There's your 5 finalists, 3rd major of the season. Coming your way live, 8 Eastern, here on FS1 and on the Fox Sports app. And, of course, there's that $1 million bonus lurking out there should Jason or whoever meets him in the title match bowl a 300. Sherman, again, working the pace to a point where he's comfortable with it. And it's showing here. It is really showing in match number 2.
Well, and that's what happens when you get a consistent ball reaction. Or if you miss target a little bit left or a little bit right, and the ball actually responds correctly, it loosens the swing up and allows the player to start freewheeling it.
Check out Brad Miller, the dream team, right?
If you get a chance, go to YouTube and subscribe to Brad and Carl's YouTube channel. They do these video blogs all week, every week on the PBA Tour. They're absolutely brilliant. They edit it themselves. They record everything. They're teammates, and it's really great entertainment.
He was telling us today they gained about 3,000 subscribers this week with all the work that they've been able to do. All you got to do is go to YouTube, search Brad and Kyle. He's got a lot of airtime. I love it. Those two guys rolled against each other earlier today as well. Sherman took care of Brad Miller 3-2 in the round of 16. Crazy match.
Oh, brother.
And they ended up going out to lunch together when it was all done.
Dougherty shot 100, so I don't have that.
I was just thinking that. I was thinking, you know, remember Tom Doherty's 100 game against Mika at the Tournament of Champions, and at least Matt's already got 118, but this is zero fun for Matt McNeil, down 102.
Come on, 7. What are you doing? I'll go down there and punch it in the face for you. Again, Matt is done. He is done here, but he's not done this week. Again, we might see him tomorrow night. We're definitely going to see him as he contests for the World Championship, 3rd major of the season.
So we've got one more game with Jason joining us in the booth, and I wanted to kind of tease something going to break.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like you're stepping on my shoes a little bit.
Well, I wanted to kind of set it up and then let you take us there, but it's a Jason Belmonte story, and it involves $1 million 4 times.
All right. I got it. I'm with you.
All right.
Yeah, I like it. Great tease, Randy.
Thanks.
You have really grown in this role. Now stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane, bro. All right, match number 3 coming your way. Your 2 seed, the lefty Rhino Paige on deck.
Scribe, take this down. For far too long, people have been left.
So, how are you enjoying your first NCAA tournament?
Oh, it's just lovely. And, oi! Shoot the 3! Shoot the 3! Yes! Oh, I think I've pulled a hammy.
Geico, proud partner of NCAA March Madness.
You gonna make me turn back, way back to the oldest me. Guarantee that you notice me. You don't walk on my soul from sleep. You gonna make me turn back, way back to the oldest me. Guarantee that you notice me. You don't walk on my soul from sleep. Hey, you got me like cross me. Hey, you got me like cross me. There was only one me you could know, and this is my only me. Hey, you got me like cross me. Hey, you got me.
They say you don't know what you have until it's gone. So you probably didn't know what you had until Little Caesar's soft pretzel crust pizza was gone. But now it's back, after 4 long years. So this time, let's be very clear. You have Little Caesar's soft pretzel crust pizza. Now you know. Get a Little Caesars salted soft pretzel crust pizza with creamy cheddar cheese sauce, mozzarella, pepperoni, and a 4-cheese blend for just $6. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup.
Pizza, pizza.
We once thought more tools meant more security, but they only led to more complexity and less safety. We don't need more security tools. We need new security rules. The new rules give you an open, connected security platform that closes gaps in your defenses. They sharpen your focus on the most crucial threats first. Not every event you see. They help you stop threats 60 times faster. They turn a skills shortage into legions of experts. Now ethical hackers expose your weaknesses before threats do. IBM Security unifies all your solutions in a simple ecosystem so you can stop threats, prove compliance, and grow your business securely. An insecure world doesn't need more security tools. It needs new security rules.
I can do more to lower my A1C.
Because my body can still make its own insulin.
And I take Trulicity once a week to activate my body to release it, like it's supposed to. Trulicity is not insulin. It starts acting in my body from the first dose and continues to work when I need it, 24/7.
Trulicity is an injection to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. Don't use it as the first medicine to treat diabetes or if you have type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, you're allergic to Trulicity, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and decreased appetite. These can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
I choose once weekly Trulicity to activate my within.
If you need help lowering your A1C, ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
When you brew a beer with this much taste, 96 calories seems like a typo. But it's no mistake. It's a small miracle. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
Sports app. Match number 2 in the books, a 136-pin victory for Kyle Sherman. He dropped the last 11 in a row, finishing with a 290. Put that in perspective, that is a 118-pin swing from his first match to what he did here in the second match. Take a look at your Ebonite flashback. Has an Ebonite flashback ever started with better video than Norm Duke walking out arm in arm here at the first ever Cheetah Championship at the World Series of Bowling 10 years ago? Took on Ryan Simonelli, best of 7 format, won it 4-1 after losing the first game and trailing in the second. Title number 33 of now 40 for Norm Duke. 2 of those 40 have already come this season. Match number 3. Your 2 seed, Rhino Paige, shaking hands right now with your 3 seed, Kyle Sherman. Sherman comes in hot. Rhino Paige had a 173 in the opening match, the seeding match. He had 4 strikes and 2 open frames.
Yeah, but if it makes any sense, which it probably doesn't, it was a really good 173.
Rhino's already won in this building. Viper, 10 years ago, he starts with the strike.
He's got a chance in this match, Jace.
Well, if Kyle's reaction stays as it is, 290, and it keeps going that way, he's going to have to bowl a very high game. But the good news for Rhino is that one got the pins to fall. If he can get a little momentum, put a little pressure on Kyle early in the match, we'll see how Kyle handles it.
Strike. Sherman will finish no worse than 3rd here. His best result this season coming in was 10th at the PBA Lubbock Sports Open.
Strike zone.
That's a 2-game, 300 game, by the way. The last 11 first. I believe that's called the Andy Maripapa 300.
It is. 12 in a row. Done over 2 games.
Back-to-back opening jacks. Well, how quiet was the arena leading into that shot. All right. Yeah, all smiles so far for the youngster from O'Fallon, Missouri. He's putting on a pretty good show for Mom and Pop, who are in the audience as well. How do you describe the season Rhino Paige has had so far, Jace?
I think it's been pretty good. You know, he's made a few shows. He hasn't had a win yet, but you got to give yourself opportunities to win, and he keeps giving himself those opportunities. So now there's a really good chance for him to get that first W of the season.
He's already logged 3 fifth-place finishes.
Good pin action here, and this is a left-hander's best friend when you see the 4 go to the sidewall and cut the 7 out like that. Those last 2 pins to the left. It's exactly what Rhino Paige wanted to see. So he makes his 4th TV Finals appearance this season.
It's been a success, without a doubt, but he said it's also been a little empty. I've been in a good place. I just need to finish it right now. And he starts this match with 3 in a row.
Yeah, well, I can assure you that his ball reps and himself have done a little bit more preparation on that bowling ball. He wanted to see a different shape down the lane than what he had in the 4-person shootout. Whatever they've done to that ball, you can see now it's a really consistent shape, but it's a little earlier than it was in that shootout, which is going to give him a much better angle of entry into the pocket.
The streak ends at 13 straight strikes. And now we've got some issues for Sherman.
I held a couple times last game.
Elka's going to try to get his bowling ball over here to the right side of the 3-pin and throw the 3 over into the 7. The ball will take out the 6 and the 10.
Converted 34% of the time on the tour.
Now, I don't know if you heard him, Randy. He said that ball laid there the last time. So I wonder now... I wonder now what transition is happening with that urethane ball at that part of the lane.
But didn't that look like it was too straight up the lane, Jason? Like there was not enough arc to it? Like it was too much up the lane.
I think you're right. He's trying to get a little more shape, but what he said was really important. He said, the last time I did that, it laid there.
Big test here to see how the youngster responds after an open frame, knowing his adversary here in match number 3 has been perfect so far.
So is that not the tendency then, to make sure that you get it to the right? I mean, that wasn't a very well executed shot. Location was okay, but he fell off the shot, didn't get the proper hand in it, and he comes in a little soft, leaving that weak 10.
Yeah, the ball certainly didn't come off the end of that pattern as hard as it had previously done, which is, like you said, he fell off his shot, didn't quite get through it as hard. But the good news is, if that is going to be your bad shot, that's where you want it.
Sure.
You want it to be in that part of the lane so it can come back and at least hit the pocket. The only fear is if he tries to get it too far to the right and he slows down his ball speed, then we can see the ball overreact. It's a brutal pattern. I mean, we can bowl really high scores, but you've got to get it close to that gutter. You can fall into the gutter. If you get it a little in, you can go through the face.
Sure.
If you're a little slow, it's going to go high. It's really, really difficult.
And then when you get a consistent read, you can really throw a lot of strikes on it.
You can throw 12, 13 in a row like Kyle did.
Paige up 26.
Ooh. Pretty good shot.
4-pin
leans on the 7, but it doesn't go. And you know, I know we've all been in that situation before, but you get that huge opening by your opponent. You're working on a string, and all you're thinking about is just extending that string.
But that's where you want your opponent to feel even more uncomfortable. You want them to feel like, I now need to strike out. Now Kyle's probably thinking to himself, okay, he can miss.
Yeah.
I just got to throw some good shots and settle down and settle back in. So that was a critical hit, but this next 2 frames for Rhino to get that double back going is really going to put the pressure on Kyle to execute much better shots.
Paige can max with a 279. Strike, 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 9 spare so far.
That's some streak there. So that wasn't me because we are way too far away from the players. So
heard something in the crowd.
Yeah.
When in doubt, back out. Reset, refocus.
Yeah, late kick in the 7. See his location at the break point, 1.1. That's the 1 board in a fraction.
I mean, just wrap your head around that. For the folks at home watching this, when you bowl in your league or your social play, that's the optimum part of this oil pattern to play. That's how close to the gutter you have to throw it. There's a lot of trust involved. Trust in your equipment and your execution to make sure it doesn't fall in.
Yeah.
I don't have that trust in my game.
Got it.
Back on the strike train for Sherman. Kimberly downstairs with Mr. McNeil.
Thanks, guys. So, Matt, you know, you said you felt like you were stuck in a box out there. You tried everything, but you just could not get lined up. What happened?
Well, you know, coming over here, they play a lot different than the Big Bay over there, which we bowled in all week. So I just couldn't get the ball to pick up the lane the right way. It either wanted to go too long and then not recover the right way, or it wanted to start up in front of me and go through the face. So yeah, I'm just proud I grounded out. I made a lot of spares, made a split, gave the folks a few things to clap at, but it's a long week here at Thunderbolt, so I'm looking forward to the week ahead.
And this is not going to be the last we're going to see you. You have a chance of making a show tomorrow, and we will definitely be seeing you Thursday in the World Championship. Guys, we're going to send it back to you.
Paige and Sherman separated by 15 pins. The conclusion of match number 2 between Sherman, or rather, Paige and Sherman next.
And reverse it. It's your primitive plan yet. It's your primitive plan yet. If you got a big, let me search it.
With big savings on amazing vehicles, Hyundai has everyone feeling the fever. The Hyundai Spring Fever Sales Event. The longer you look, the more there is to like.
Now, get up to $2,000 in total savings on the 2019 Tucson. Hurry, event ends soon.
We would like to offer you the position. You got the job.
Really?
We'll see you soon.
I gotta get some clothes. Hi, I'm Dare. Oh, is it Casual Friday? Sorry, guys. Does anyone know the dial-in? Oh, thanks, sir. I like your pants, too.
These days, we all feel a little anxious sometimes. So I'm partnering with Cigna to remind you that how you're doing emotionally affects you physically. Go for your annual checkup and be open with your doctor about anything you're feeling, physically and emotionally, body and mind.
For mild to moderate eczema, there's Eucrisa. It's steroid-free. Do not use if you are allergic to Eucrisa or its ingredients. Allergic reactions may occur at or near the application site. The most common side effect is application site pain. Ask your doctor about Eucrisa.
For a special occasion, I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. I'm coming up, I'm coming up.
All Tyson Anytizers chicken is raised with no antibiotics ever. They're a great decision for snack time. Allowing the band to practice at your house? Not a great decision. Keep it real. Keep it Tyson Anytizers.
I'm a diaper-changing champ.
Great. Now let's go for the college planning champ.
2 titles?
2 titles, man.
Thank you.
I can't promise I can protect you.
The doc said the cold would have killed a lesser man. I'm indestructible.
Sometimes you still act like a kid.
Why didn't you bring a cold virgin?
Oops. Enjoy this.
New orange vanilla Coke, you got the green light.
What's inside? Possibilities. What we deliver by delivering.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. And the best team in baseball wins it all.
Live look at Rhino Paige as he tries to line himself up here in match number 3. We are back live from Thunderbolt Lanes here in Allen Park, just outside of Detroit. Rob Stone, Brady Peterson, Jason Belmonte joining us right now as we take a look at Strike Track 3D, Randy.
Yeah, we're going to get a little medieval on you with Rhino Paige's 2nd frame and 4th frame. His first shot, well, that was the ideal strike, that 2nd frame. And you can see what he did in frame number 4 where he left the 7-pin. But he's living on the edge, and that's kind of been the theme throughout. Rhino Paige playing as close to the left gutter as you can play.
Strikes in 4 of his 5 frames. Lead is at 15. He closes out the 6th. The winner to take on Dick Allen for the Cheetah title. Shot. I held my breath for that entire shot.
His location has been really, really good throughout this game. And the only blemish on the scorecard for him is the 2 7-pins on that left lane. The good news for Rhino Paige is he gets to finish the match on the right lane.
Squarely drops the 7. It's a good shot. Keep making it. All right, here's Randy with tonight's track technique. We flash back to 2012 and what we're seeing tonight.
Well, take a look at how high his backswing is in this first picture, and then how much lower it is on the right. And that's the biggest change that Rhino's made, say, the last 6 years, but much lower now. And part of it has to do with the surgery he had on his left wrist.
No offense, Randy, but I think you were way off on your track technique analysis there. You were focusing in on the wrong thing. His entire outfit was orange. How are you not even bringing that up?
I don't know, but I also made a missed call on the 7-pins that he's leaving. They have all been on the right lane, the lane that he's chose to finish on.
Curls that one in, so he remains clean, lead at 14. Big moment here, Jason, for Kyle Sherman.
Yeah, coming out of the break, right now a double here will actually give him the lead in the match. So right now he can just absolutely change the momentum of this game with these next 2 shots.
For Sherman. You hear the crowd. There's Mom and Dad, Dennis and Tracy Sherman. Dad's got some pedigree on the lanes. St. Louis Bowling Hall of Fame member. You know who gave me that nugget, Randy?
Who?
Jason Belmonte. You know who gave that nugget to Jason?
Who?
I don't know. Who gave it to you again?
Iggy Strode sent me a text message. Hi, Iggy, and all the guys out there in St. Louis.
Great bowling community, St. Louis. Love to get the tour back there sometime soon.
You know, we teased that $1 million thing when we went to the last break, and after this shot by Kyle, I think Jason needs to tell us his $1 million, or should I say, $4 million story. Look who just took the lead. So, Jason, it's a great story about the $1 million bonus that happened back in October.
One more look and listen to this strike. Sherman takes the lead in the 8th. Again, Thursday live. Jason, the #1 seed in our 3rd major. And somebody bowls a 300 in the championship match of a major this season, $1 million will be handed out.
Well, the story is I asked if you make all four top seeds, will you have an opportunity to bowl for $4 million prizes? People thought I was a little crazy. I actually thought I was a little crazy for asking the question.
Well, you knew it was a bit of a junior stunt going into it, but it's turned into a legit question.
It has turned into a legit question, and I wasn't entirely sure it was going to be me, but it could have been anyone. But the PBA and Fox announced, no, it will be $1 million for each of those 4 events.
So you've already had 2 chances at that $1 million prize.
I've had 3 chances. I'm 0 for 3.
3.
4th time lucky.
Here's tonight's Columbia 300 fun fact. E.J. Tackett entered this year's World Series of Bowling as the all-time average leader in World Series of Bowling competition, averaging 226.39 over 508 games bowled. That's a minimum of 500 games bowled. That's a lot of bowling.
Now this is a really, really big 9th frame here for Rhino Paige. Strikes in this 9th frame gives him a possibility of a 237, which would force Kyle to strike out, or at least to the 11th, to shut out Rhino.
Looked like he got it to that spot pretty quick.
Yeah, he wanted to get it close to that gutter, but he didn't get it far enough down the lane at that point. It was a little too soon.
Agreed.
Overreacted.
Rhino Paige in big trouble now. What a comeback from Kyle Sherman after that big opening in the 3rd.
Since that opening in the 3rd, a spare, and then 4 strikes for Sherman. Paige, remember, started so strong. 4 strikes in his opening 5 frames. And now he's been forced to scramble a little bit.
Were you able to get your hand bone in there? I didn't hear it. Nope. Chase, did you hear it?
No, I didn't.
Yep.
Nope.
All right.
She doesn't come out every time.
I hear you.
Well, this strike right here will give Mr. Sherman the opportunity to just claim a mark in the 10th frame.
Well, he's got the crowd behind him here tonight, too.
Oh, he's feeling it at the bottom of that swing. Got that a little in. The roll was a little more forward. Got the mixer. I mean, that's a great ball reaction to have.
That same lane, if he gets it a little bit farther to the right, actually hooks up harder and goes high flush.
But I don't think he can miss any further left than that shot.
I agree.
So here it is. A mark, and Kyle Sherman will advance to the title match against Dick Allen.
Immediately.
Yep, that was the I do not want to throw this one in the gutter right now.
Yeah, that's pressure. And that's what happens when pressure gets to you and you start thinking thoughts that haven't crept in the entire night.
And this spare, the 36910, is a difficult spare on a regular length oil pattern. Now you're talking about 33 feet. He's going to have to execute and trust himself on this more than any other spare he's thrown this evening.
Threw it straight. Clutch cover. Wow. Doesn't hook it at that 36910. He throws it straight at the 369. Covers the 10 pin.
Even though he tried to throw that straight, his natural release still has creates a little bit of curve. So he is inches away from missing that. Now, I don't know about you, but I would be not throwing it in the gutter again. I'd be throwing it a little further in and trying to 6 again.
How about throwing it straight at the head pin rocket ship?
Yeah, he throws it hard enough. That could have been a possible strategy, but he trusts himself.
Needs 6 to move on. He gets 9. He's off to the title match.
And Rhino didn't bowl a bad game. No. Did not bowl a bad game. Had 1 errant shot in the 9th. Kyle took advantage of every strike that he could throw and made that great cover in the 10th. Boys, it's been fun.
Sherman steps aside, slaps some flesh, and thinks about the title match. Jason Belmonte. Loved having you here, my friend.
Me too. I'm going to enjoy this title match. It's going to be a bomb burner.
Sure will be. Rhino Paige.
Thank you, Cal.
We'll see Jason Belmonte Thursday night as he bowls for the PBA World Championship live here on FS1. But up next, it's the title match here of the Cheetah Championship. The youngster Kyle Sherman looking for win number 1. Standing in his way, your 1 seed, Dick Allen.
Guarantee that you notice me. You don't walk on my soul from sleep. You wanna make me turn back, way back to the oldest me. Guarantee that you notice me. You don't walk on my soul from sleep. Can you got me like cross me? Can you got me like cross me? There was only one me you could know, and this is my only me. Can you got me like cross me? Can you got me?
This is the Averys. This is the Averys trying the hottest new bistro. Wait, and the hottest taqueria? And the hottest, what are those? Oh, pierogies. And this is the Averys wondering if eating out is eating into saving for their first home. This is JC.
Welcome to Wells Fargo. How may I help?
Who's here to help with a free financial health conversation. No strings attached. This is the Averys with the support they needed to get back on track. Well done, guys.
This is Wells Fargo.
Alexa, find dramas.
Wait. Why are you speaking like that?
Alexa, scroll right.
You do know that Alexa understands normal voice?
I know, but when you want to watch dramas, you need to get into the mood.
No, you don't. That's not a real thing.
Alexa, play Ray Donovan.
There's a doctor at Sloan Kettering.
Does the doctor have a name?
Sharon Bergstein. She's a neurosurgeon.
You know you're a weird guy, right?
I know.
Team, bring it in. Bring it in. When I think of great champions, I think of Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. They cut down the nets year after year. Highest ranked in the nation for servicing 5 consecutive years, and 9 years as the #1 in primary mortgage origination. You could say, all they do is win, 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 no matter what.
Push button, get mortgage. Rocket Mortgage, proud supporter of college athletics.
Shave, trim, and style in one stroke. Braun, designed for what matters.
Inferior phone detected.
What is happening?
You need a new phone. At Sprint, the new Samsung Galaxy S10 series has arrived.
No way.
Switch to Sprint today. Get a Samsung Galaxy S10e on us when you lease your next generation Galaxy phone.
People know Aflac. Aflac? But not what they do.
Aflac is auto insurance, right?
No.
Do they pay me money directly when I get sick or injured?
Yeah! Boom. Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at Aflac.com.
For mild to moderate eczema, there's Eucrisa. It's steroid-free. Do not use if you are allergic to Eucrisa or its ingredients. Allergic reactions may occur at or near the application site. The most common side effect is application site pain. Ask your doctor about Eucrisa.
Guys do whatever it takes to deal with shave irritation. So we reimagined the razor with the new Gillette Skin Guard. It has a unique guard between the blades that's designed to reduce irritation during the shave. Because we believe all men deserve a razor just for them. The best a man can get. Gillette.
Wonderful bowling community here in the Detroit area. Can you imagine life without bowling, Randy Peterson?
I could not.
Okay, neither can that gentleman. Live coverage of the PBA Cheetah Championship. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler, back here with you from Allen Park, Michigan, as we take an updated look at your bracket. We started with match number 1. It was your seeding match won by Dick Allen. That's why he is in your championship match, taking on the 3 seed, Kyle Sherman. All right, it's time now for tonight's Go Bowling with Randy segment, and a certain fan has gone online, produced a video on the Go Bowling website to ask you this question. He's from Texas, and he's got some issues trying to cover a certain spare, my friend.
Let's take a look.
Hey Randy, Dennis Kabetska here. I bowl league at Grand Station Entertainment here in College Station, Texas. And I was wondering, what's the best way to approach picking up the bucket?
Well, Dennis, there's a couple of different ways to cover the 2-4-5-8. That's a bucket for a right-hander. A lot of players on tour throw it nice and straight at the 2-pin, get the bowling ball to cover the 4 and the 5, and then drive straight back into the 8. What I would suggest you do, Dennis, that you're probably bowling on a house shot, is move your feet off of your strike ball about 4 or 5 boards to the right. Use your same strike target and throw your strike ball into that bucket. Remember, the key is covering the back pin, the 8 pin.
By the way, props to the photographer working on that for Dennis.
Yeah, that was good.
Framed it,
That
nice
was good
backdrop.
stuff, yeah.
Really well done. All right, up next is our title match, and Dick Allen, your number 1 seed, sitting back there, watching some success and some failure, and he's had some time to mull how challenging this cheetah pattern has been.
Yeah, and these players are going to attack the cheetah completely different. Kyle's going to use urethane and go a lot straighter. Dick Allen's going to move in with reactive resin and really create a lot of angle. Kyle's dialed in right now, and if he can somehow manage his emotions, he's going to be tough to beat. But if there's one thing we know about Dick Allen, you never want to bet against him.
Hallelujah on that one. Our title match coming your way next, live and uninterrupted here on FS1. And there is your 1 seed, Dick Allen, waiting in the wings. Will he get another title this season? Find out with us next here on FS1.
Live. Yes! The Hyundai Spring Fever sales event. The longer you look, the more there is to like.
Now get up to $3,000 in total savings on the 2019 Elantra. Hurry, event ends soon.
So recently, my son's band was signed by a record label.
While we're on the road, I can keep my parents in the loop with the whole FaceTime thing.
I created a rock star.
There when it matters. Get iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone on Verizon.
When I'm wiser and growing taller, I will see your ways. Places I'm going, I will know your ways.
That makes sense. So if I bought it for a business I started, I'm able to deduct it?
Yes, that's definitely a deductible expense.
That was really helpful. Man, I love technology, but it is infinitely better with people. Sometimes you just need that real human touch, you know? A little bit of empathy and understanding. Like I was saying, humans and technology working together.
You talk too much.
TurboTax Live, now with CPAs on demand.
Shave, trim, and style in one stroke. Braun, designed for what matters.
I can do more to lower my A1C.
Because my body can still make its own insulin.
And I take Trulicity once a week to activate my body to release it, like it's supposed to. Trulicity is not insulin. It starts acting in my body from the first dose and continues to work when I need it, 24/7.
Trulicity is an injection to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. Don't use it as the first medicine to treat diabetes or if you have type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, you're allergic to Trulicity, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and decreased appetite. These can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
I choose once-weekly Trulicity to activate my within.
If you need help lowering your A1C, ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
What's inside? Possibilities. What we deliver by delivering.
Everything you need, slap the label onto the box and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping, like, we're cut in half, just like that.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months free.
The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Go Bowling for promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news, or to locate a bowling center near you. Log on to gobowling.com. Images from the Henry Ford Museum here in Dearborn, Michigan. Wonderful museum exhibits here, including the Rosa Parks bus that you're looking at right there, also the presidential limousine of JFK. We welcome all those watching us live on FS1, also those listening live on Fox Sports Radio. My buddy Jason Kiefer driving through Maryland.
Yeah.
Just snapped a picture telling me he's listening to the broadcast. I'm not alone.
I got a text from my buddy Troy Kendrick in Las Vegas. He goes, man, this is awesome. I get to listen to you guys on the radio.
How good has the partnership been between Fox and the PBA? We are set for our championship match here at the Cheetah. Dick Allen, Kyle Sherman, separated by 15 years, tons of experience in the Allen camp. Kyle Sherman's got his dad, who's done pretty good in his day as well, behind him, supporting him. Dick Allen has really kind of resurrected his career this season. Already one title, looking for a second, and he's ready to fire right off the bat. That's how you start him, Dick. About an hour and a half ago, Randy, he became the top seed by winning our four-person match #1, which was our seeding match. So he's had time to sit and watch. And what he's done is seen Kyle Sherman win a pair of matches. Took care of McNeil 290 to 152, won by 138 pins, and then in our last match, he dropped Rhino Paige by 25, 229 to 204. Leaves the 10.
He's going to dance with the one he brought, and that's staying with the urethane ball from a lot straighter part of the lane, even though it's the extreme outside part of the lane, and that's where all the friction is. But what a comeback after the qualifying game where he only bowled 172, and like you said, Rob, followed it up with 290, 229.
Closed out match 2 with 11 straight strikes.
Yeah. And then started the next game with 2. So the little Andy Varapapa 300 game, 13 in a row.
Head on over to PBA.com. You can check out all the latest officially licensed PBA apparel and merchandise, also for sale here as well. If you're going to be coming out here Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, items include that brand new #Chasing 300, the 3/4 sleeve t-shirt, the PBA retro line, host of other unique designs available out there. You can get shopping today by heading to PBA.com. Click on the Shop PBA link on the main menu.
I'm waiting for the ham bone line to come out.
How has it not?
Go.
You know why? Because some weasel trademarked the phrase ham bone before I could get to it.
Really?
Yeah. Can you tell him a little surly about that?
That's weak.
It is. Weak sauce. Whoa, boy, that 10 pin has been a weak sauce for Sherman here.
Yeah. Really nice pitch there by Kyle Sherman. And ring 10 on the left lane. But this looked pretty good. And then see the 6 kind of wrap around the 10 pin there. And it's a good start, though, for Kyle in that the first 2 shots of the title match, his first ever title match, were pretty successful in that he hit the pocket with both shots.
Remember, these single pin spare conversions are far from a gimme this season.
Well, he's already missed 1 10-pin today. We saw him in the round of 8 miss 2 in his final match, even though he still came away victorious. But we've had a season of missed single pin spares, that's for sure.
Dick Allen is not messing around here in the title match. He is up and dropping 10.
And speaking of misses, Dick Allen was the recipient of that when Sean Rash missed a 10-pin in the 10th frame of their title match, and Dick Allen got up and struck out and stole that title away from Sean. But you're right, Dick Allen stepping up, taking no time. And look at the rotation on that bowling ball.
That's a glorious replay. Wow. Allen 4-1 through his career in title match singles competition. His first came in 02. His last came a couple weeks ago in Lubbock. 3 in a row for Allen.
He's got that unique ball roll, and it's because of what he does with his hand when he lets go of it at the point of release that a lot of times creates some great pin action, and this is good pin action here for Dick Allen.
Opening triple for Allen, South Carolina native. 20th year on the tour.
Well, there's a 15-year age difference between Dick Allen and Kyle Sherman.
Sherman down 21. Again, the 10-pin left standing.
Boy, and this is going to build some character for Kyle Sherman being in this situation. And, you know, the thing I really like about Kyle is he talks about the process out here. You got to learn how to make match play. Then you got to learn how to win matches. You got to learn how to make it to television. And then you have to learn how to win on TV. And right now, this is, well, this is a pretty good lesson he's getting early on from Dick Allen, and the 10 pins he's left 3 frames in a row.
He was telling us about the learning curve, how it's starting to go in his direction. And he's doing some learning here in the title match, though. Takes care of the 10, remains clean, and immediately asks for a re-rack.
And advice from probably Rob Gottschall, his tour rep from EBI.
Remember, we are coming your way in primetime all week here on FS1. The big one, Thursday, another major, the PBA World Championship. Jason Belmonte is your top seed. The big story there, he's seeking his record 11th major title, won his 10th earlier this season in Ohio at the TOC.
The shot's going to tell us a lot.
Needs a strike, Randy. Needs it badly in the 4th. Needs it and finds it.
I think Rob wanted him to move in a little bit and open up his angle just a little bit more, and that ball came off the spot or the dry part of the lane a little bit more aggressive as you take a look at Dick Allen's arsenal. Venom shock, and right now looking to add a little bit more venom to his opponent with a 4th strike in a row.
Well, it's been venom shock and awe so far for Dick Allen. Opening ham bone here in the title match. And Allen has the first 4 strikes in this match. Should he or any other bowler tonight roll a perfect game? Look, it's just up to Dick at this point, right? Everyone in America with a perfect game, Randy, receives a free game of bowling, courtesy of who else but Go Bowling. To claim your free game, all you got to do is head over to GoBowling.com, register for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. He's a third of the way there.
Look at that. That one kind of laid there. That was inside a target, just a pinch. It held on. And that was a full rack attack when it got there.
Shots, Richard. Make better shots. Come on.
Look at that.
Well, you hear him. He's talking to himself too, Randy. Not happy with that shot.
Yeah.
He called himself Richard. Better shots, Richard. You know he's serious.
Yeah.
It's like when I call you Randall, I'm serious.
Yeah.
It's not Randy, it's
When I
Randall.
call you Robert, you know it's game on.
Mm-hmm. That 10-pin is just in a nasty mood today. Well, it's no part of Kyle Sherman's game.
You know, that's the hard part, Rob. When you're leaving ring and 10 pins, you're pot committed to the bowling ball you're using, right? Because it's not like you're going from one reactive resin to another. This is straight urethane. Maybe he goes to the other purple hammer that he started with after leaving those string ring and 10s, but the problem is you start to move and adjust off of a ring and 10 pin without changing bowling balls, and a lot of times you might end up losing pocket. This time it comes in just a little bit light, leaving the half 10. So now the question is, what's the move? Is he stay where he is and just soften up? Meaning soften up his ball speed to give the ball a little bit more time to turn the corner?
Good tempo.
What would you tell him?
Man, I think that on that right lane, which appears to be a little bit slicker, that he's got to back his speed down to give the ball enough time to react. I think he's probably okay on this left lane, but we'll see with this shot right here. He was a member of the Dallas Strikers last year. Norm Duke choosing him, I think he was the last pick, and everybody was so surprised. But Norm, he's had a propensity of realizing young talent. So he still has the pocket, but he's lost all his pin carry. And you remember when we had the luxury of having Jason Belmonte in the booth, Jason, he told us, well, yeah, you know, it's one thing to be able to hit the pocket, and it's a completely other animal to have your ball go through the pins the right way so you strike.
98% of the time, the 4-pin is covered and converted on the tour. To go with his one strike.
That's how you...
There's Tom Strobel.
That's how you
right
pick
behind the
foot.
sign. His wife, Kathy, right next to him. Tom, the owner here at Thunderbolt Lanes. What a great host.
Yep, he's awesome. His wife took just to his right.
But she took care of you today.
His left, right side of the screen, yeah.
Now the 10-pin finally bites Allen.
Big shot there for Dick Allen, or as I like to call him, the artist formerly known as Richie. But this is beautiful here. And I'll tell you what, he sure wanted that one, Rob, because he knows he has young Kyle on the ropes. Working on a string of strikes is Dick Allen, only to leave that 10-pin after the front 5.
There's also the artist formerly known as THB.
Typical house bowler.
Good story about that.
It really is. He's got a lot of really good stories.
He's got it tattooed as well. So the story behind typical house bowler?
Well, you know, it's he kind of feels that he's just a typical house bowler, that he's not good enough to even be on tour. He's just a typical house bowler.
Doesn't get the respect.
Doesn't get the respect and whatnot, so he calls himself THB.
For a split second, THB was staring at 7-10. So he's got a comfortable lead right now, up 41, but the game is starting to slip away from him just a little bit.
So THB, meanwhile, has 6 tour titles. He was He was the MVP of the PBA League, I think, on more than one occasion. Yep, for the Silver Lake Adams. Let's put it this way. Nobody's surprised when Dick Allen gets there. Now, can Kyle Sherman turn this around? He's got a max score of 237, and Dick Allen has a max score of 268. So Kyle Sherman right now has to be thinking, Rob, I have to strike out to have any chance. That was lucky. Yeah, that ball really labored to get there. It looked like the execution was really good, but boy, it sure took its time to get to the 1-3.
So just his second strike. And the fourth on the left and on the right here in the 7th. As we begin the 8th.
Oh, good tempo here. Tempo. If you don't do it.
Again, the first of 5 straight nights of primetime PBA coverage here on FS1. Back with you live tomorrow night, 2 Eastern with the Chameleon Championship. When I say 2 Eastern, I clearly meant 8 Eastern. And let's look on the positives here for Kyle Sherman. A chance to make history, a 7-10 on television.
Yeah.
Only done 3 times. The last 1991.
Just Stayrook?
Correct.
I know John Mazza is another, but Mark Roth was the first.
In 1980 in Alameda, California.
Yeah.
All right, kid, give us some history.
It's been made here this week as well. He's lost his ball reaction in terms of pin carry. I mean, he can still hit the pocket, but he's not able to shape it properly to knock all 10 down at once. That was a horrible break on a strike, and right now Dick Allen's in the driver's seat looking for his 7th career win. All he has to do is keep it on the lane and in the pocket, convert, and collect.
Talked at the outset, Randy, about one of the themes developing this season on the PBA Tour. And again, it's been some time since this really was a traveling tour, where it was really a grind, week in, week out. And you're seeing the reemergence of so many of those great talents that you and I witnessed in the mid, 205, 2006, 2007. Wes Malott, Sean Rash, Dick Allen.
Right. Back when we bowled week after week after week. Now, keep in mind, typically the bowlers were used to bowling the World Series of Bowling after about a 2 or 3 month break.
Right.
Then coming in and bowling for 2 weeks, and then maybe some more time off, and then some tournaments sprinkled here and there. These players are coming in to this event after 8 tournaments.
The veterans understanding the grind maybe better than the youngsters. Not that we're not seeing young talent emerging and having good weeks, but as far as consistency is going, it seems like the vets are doing better.
It's interesting who's been popping up. I mean, Norm Duke winning back-to-back weeks, and
Jason Belmonte as well.
Well, that doesn't surprise anybody. But here's Dick Allen winning his for the 2nd time
this season
with a conversion there. There's his 2nd win of the year. And how about this? The only player to have won twice, other than Norm Duke, is another 40-year-old Norm Duke, 55 years old.
Get you some of that, son.
That's how it's done.
Get you some of that right here.
He's still not allowing himself to smile, is he, Randy?
I just think it's pretty cool.
Thank you, guys.
The multiple winners on tour this season. That man there and the great Norm Duke. You'll see Kyle Sherman again, though. Make no mistake about it.
Well, you might see him tomorrow night. He's in the Chameleon round of 16, which starts at noon. You're definitely going to see him Friday night in the USA versus the World competition at 8 Eastern on FS1. It was a good run from a young man. Remember, Sherman, a 290 in match 2. Took care of Rhino Paige with a 229. Struggles here in the title match. 10-pin refusing to go down. and Dick Allen refused to budge. Come on, Messenger. Right across the face of the 10, but the damage has already been done.
Dick starts with a front 5, and then he doesn't strike again the rest of the game. And it doesn't matter.
Start strong, baby. Start strong.
Got out of the gates fast, never looked back.
Asked him about this resurgence this season. I have no idea. Maybe experience is kicking in. Well, he did give us an interesting line. When you get it, you better hit it.
Yes. That was a great line he dropped on us.
And he was hitting it tonight.
Yep.
And he's enjoying it, as he should. One of the more likable guys on the tour. Really, the entire tour is. I mean, there's not a soul out here that we don't enjoy being around. But Dick Allen is one of those guys that you get a little extra hop in your step. The smile's a little bit bigger when you see him.
Yep.
And remember, in qualifying, round of 8, he was down in best of 5, 0-2. He was one game away from not even making the show. I happened to sit down next to him, and he said, "Get away." He looked at me and he said, "Get away." And it was one of those getaways where I didn't know if he was serious or jerking me around.
Yeah.
And then he kind of smiled, and I went up to him. I said, "Listen, you're down 2. It's March Madness, man. This is chaos. People want drama. They want theater. They want you to come back and storm back and win 3 wins and get to the TV show. And then take the title home here in Detroit." Win number 2 on the year, 7 for his career, and he's standing by with Kimberly.
Guys, we almost got a smile out of him. See that right there? Oh, look, we get a smile. So, you know what, Dick, when we talked earlier, you said to me that previously you have not bowled well in this building. That was not the case today. You started out with the front 5, and you just never looked back. How'd you figure out this pattern so quickly?
I don't know. It agrees with me. The short agrees with me as I get older. I'm not very good on the long anymore, but when we see it, we hit it.
Well, it's the 2nd title that you've gotten this season. You're now tied with Norm. So talk to me a little bit about the resurgence of your career. You're here twice, 2019.
Man, I tell you what, it's a dream come true. You know, I never thought I'd win 2 titles in 1 year. Never thought I'd win 1 to begin with, so.
Well, you are here, and you did it in this arena. How amazing was it to bowl in front of all these people on live television?
Man, I tell you what, this is the first time, well, the 2nd time I bowled in this bay, and I tell you what, this bay is awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Portland's got some competition.
Thank you so much for your time, Dick. Congratulations on your 2nd win of 2019.
Career win number 7 for the 40-year-old.
You guys make the best stuff that I could ever ask for. Thank you.
So Dick Allen wins the title. We're back with you live tomorrow night right here on FS1 and the Fox Sports app, 8 Eastern. It's the PBA Chameleon Championship. That'll be the 2nd of 5 straight nights of primetime PBA here on FS1. Your 1 seed, Dick Allen, stepped up and delivered tonight in Detroit. He wins his